Good evening, dynamic stars. How are you? This morning, this evening, this afternoon, good day, whatever time it is. Hello. Today, we are going to do a pick a card reading. Yes, indeed, we are. We're going to use a brand new deck. We're going to use the Whispers of Love deck. And I'm going to leave it here for a second for it to focus. Hope you can see that. And it is by Angela Hartfeld. I actually did buy it today, and I wanted to kind of go through the cards, see what they felt like, see what they look like, because I wasn't 100% sure this was the right deck for me. But after looking at those cards, they're so beautiful. Some of the images are just stunning. Look at this. You see that? And then look at that one. The Union of Hearts. Just beautiful. And one last one. The butterflies. Butterflies are just breathtaking. I love the colors of this deck. So I wanted to just let you know that that's what we're going to do first today. Meaning I wanted to show you this first, so it's not a total shock, like, what is that? What is she doing? Where is that coming from? Because, you know, I have my decks, of course, my Medunitaire, the Energy decks, Mary Queen of Angels. I have a bunch of different decks, as your guides, but today is a Love Whispers deck. And I also just wanted to tell you, quick commercial break, that I am now doing anointed candles. This one is for Archangel Saint Michael, and that's his sigil on there. And I make sure to put a prayer that I customize. It is a completely fixed candle, so I have completely worked it, blessed it, imbued it with energy so that you're getting the energy of Saint Michael, and you're also praying that prayer every day while that candle burns to bring Archangel Michael closer to you and into your heart. I also handwrite the prayer for you, or if you prefer, I can print it. The anointed candles are on my website. They're $15, and I will get them to you with the quickness of our postal service. So, without further ado, we're going to do a pick a card reading today on what do I need to do to bring love closer to me. Okay? What do I need to do to bring love closer to me? And we're only going to use the Whispers of Love deck. All right? So, without further ado, let's get to it. Hello, and we're back. I am going to shuffle this deck. The Whispers of Love deck by Angela Hartfeld. And our question is, what do I need to do to bring love closer to me? What do I need to do to bring love closer to me? I was listening to the Guru Guru Wahe Guru chant. Whoop. All right. So that jumped out. Let's see how many came out. 1, 2, 3. So that's pile one. As I said, I was listening to the Guru Guru Wahe Guru chant just before I started this video to heal, remove any resistance I myself might have to working with a new deck that I quite wasn't prepared for, and just to expand my consciousness and see if I could touch a little bit of the infinite. That is what that chant is for, to allow you to go and experience and be a part of infinite consciousness and experience that ecstasy. So I'm hoping some of that energy transfers into this reading. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 cards for pile 2. We'll shuffle again. You've never heard it before. Something like, please don't sue me for singing. Guru Guru Waheguru, Guru Ram Das Guru, Guru Guru Waheguru, Guru Ram Das Guru. Very peaceful, very calming, very relaxing. Have no idea why that chant popped in my head today, but I went with it. Okay. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. There's no reversals. So anything upside down, we're just going to turn it up right. And maybe we'll take a look at it and say we put some emphasis on there, simply because Divine is trying to bring our attention to something. Take a few moments to take a few deep breaths and choose pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. Okay, without further ado. For those of you who chose pile 1, the pile that jumped out, we have Focus on Love. We have Get to Know Each Other, and that was reversed, so we're going to put some extra emphasis on that. And Be in the Present and Dream of the Future. That was also reversed, so we're going to put emphasis on these 2 cards. So, focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. Even that horrible little dragon. Look at that. What good is a dragon, right? Even a mini dragon. Well, in the wintertime or when it's cold, they can warm you up by making a fire for you. Depending upon with which mythology you use, one scale from a dragon is magical and can grant a wish. So even the most fearsome creatures have some redeeming qualities, even if they're not magical dragons. And what I see in this Focus on Love card is simply that. Yes, he or she or they might irritate the ish out of you. However, this really feels like this might be at the beginning stages if you're in a relationship with someone or working towards it. You've got to focus on the good qualities. You've got to see the better part. And then going right into the next card, get to know each other. And that was reversed. So there's extra emphasis on that. And that one there, can you see that? It says, learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. So other than the basic of getting to know each other, there's more to it than just getting to know each other. Spending time with one another, getting to know, all the little things that they like, that they don't like, little ticks and quirks that they have in their personality, what certain things mean. That's how you get to know somebody, by actually paying attention to the nonverbal cues. And this is something that is important even at the beginning stages, because by paying attention to those little things, the other person realizes you're paying attention, you're being observant, and, you want to be there, you want to be a part of. And that's a very good thing. And then the next one is be in the present and dream of the future. it is a gorgeous card with those pyramids. When we dream, everything is possible. And what this card is talking about is something might have just recently happened, people. I don't know, last week, 2 days ago, yesterday. They did something to get on your last nerve. And everything about it, you want to trigger off and go off and use that. Or maybe it was a little bit further back. Maybe it was a couple of weeks ago and you're still holding on to it. You have got to live in the present moment. Nobody's saying forget, but you cannot keep it going, because the whole idea is being in the present moment, letting that go so that you can move forward into the future. And with this, you have to have goals. You have to have shared goals and dreams and plans that you both are working on together. So if you're holding on to that thing over there that happened already and you both decided we're going to let it go and you're still holding on to it, you're not going to get forward towards the shared goals, the things that you say you both want to do. So for those who chose this deck, it feels like this is a relatively new relationship. You're still getting to know one another. You're having some bumps in the road, and each of your personalities, quirks are being rubbed a little bit. So now it's time to step back, ease back, focus on the love, further get to know one another, go into level 2 of getting to know one another, and then really releasing the stuff, paying attention. Because since this feels very new meaning maybe the first 6 months or so, definitely not a year, but somewhere, and it feels more like 1 to 3 months, 1 to 3.5 months, something like that. But it can go as far as up to 6 months. You guys are still really getting to know one another, unless you spend tons and tons and tons of time together, but it doesn't seem so. So that's another thing. Maybe up the amount of time you spend with one another. So I do hope you enjoyed this reading on what do I need to do to bring love closer to me. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. For those of you who chose deck 2, we have Speak the Language of Love. We have Treasure Your Loved Ones, which was in reverse, so we're going to give it a little extra. And Actions Speak Loudly, that was also reversed, so we're going to give that a little extra love. Speak the Language of Love. Look at that. Just a beautiful, beautiful card. The starry sky. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. Treasure your loved ones. Can you see that? Their mother and child is enfolded in hands, large hands, with a drop of water coming from the flower above, and there's a world inside that flower. Treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. Actions speak loudly. And look at that. A flower woman on the back of a dove, a green dove. Express your love through your actions. So what I'm getting from this, the ones who chose pile 2, there was a recent argument. Pretty bad one. It feels like you're kind of at your wit's end, and this is not something that you ever thought you'd actually have to deal with, that you'd get to this point, because it seems it's really, really causing a problem for you. I feel disbelief. I feel shock, a little bit of outrage. It could be a third-party situation, but it doesn't feel like third party. It feels more like a breach of contract, meaning an inappropriate text, an inappropriate touch or communication at odd times with a particular person that may have been a problem in the past, or the other person may have expressed interest and it was squashed, and somehow or another they're back again in some way, shape, or form, and maybe your partner gave them some attention, gave them a little, not a real hint, but why would you do that? It's like it would make them think that because you did that kind of thing, you know? This is what it feels like. So definitely you've got to speak words that are loving, that are calm. Don't come from the hurt and the pain in talking about this situation. Try to couch your words looking at it from their point of view. Try to see what the other point of view could be. Ask what the point of view is, quietly, calmly. Because this is a relationship that has been around. It feels like this is a well-established relationship. So it's saying treasure your loved ones. They're important. They're kind of the world to you. So don't throw it out. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater because you don't understand something. Yes, it's a serious situation, but what the heck happened? So find that out. And yes, actions do speak loudly. Remember, this was reversed and this was reversed. So more attention on treasuring your loved ones, and actions speak loudly. So how I'm feeling on this is you have the power in this relationship. It very much feels like it. And what you do is going to speak volumes about how you feel about this relationship. And if you do something that quote unquote seems extreme, they're going to say something crazy. They're going to say actions speak louder than words, and maybe there was something brewing before and they just used it as an excuse to do such and such and such and such. Yeah, they might flip the situation to others surrounding the situation, your friends, your family, so on and so forth. I'm not saying this is a he say, she say. What I'm saying is be mindful of that, because it seems this is a relationship that is important to you. And others are watching because your relationship seems to be very, very solid. And people have been watching you. Because when you have a solid relationship, people want to know how that happens. They want to see it. They may not say it out loud, but they love seeing it. Yeah, you have some hateration going on. There are people who don't like to see it because they're not happy. But the majority of people, even the haters, still are looking because they want to see if they can get clues and hints as to how to do it. So yeah, you're kind of in a position where people are watching because they respect you, they admire you. So actions speak loudly. Feel how you feel first and foremost before dealing with anybody else's thoughts. But know that you're kind of on a pedestal in your circle of friends. And your actions will speak loudly. So whatever you do, think on it. Put love first so that the action is not an extreme one, whatever it is you do. Temper it with love. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know how you feel about this reading. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. For those of you who chose pile 3, we have demonstrate love. We're going to put extra emphasis on there. We have practice compassion. This was also reversed. And receive love with appreciation. Demonstrate love. Isn't that gorgeous? It reminds me of an angel with the wings behind it. Then there's this beautiful bird. and this young woman on a pony, rainbows, flowers. It's gorgeous. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. Practice compassion. Beautiful shafts of godlight coming down and shining on the bird, shining over the head of the little girl. And look at that. It's a geode. You see that there? See things from a different perspective. Receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. This feels like a beautiful friendship. Excuse me one second. So sorry. I apologize. And literally, that's probably how this relationship is. It feels so sweet, so loving. It feels like two very, very, very good friends. I mean, like, you almost want to be sisters. It's almost like it's a sister or, a brother from another mother, as they say. That's how close this relationship feels. And it's like, I'm just feeling the energy of just this holding and hugging and calming and relaxing and giggling. And it's a beautiful, beautiful relationship. And it feels as if maybe there's something more. Maybe you're such good friends that maybe you want to take it into, the next phase. Now, I'm not sure if, make it whatever you want it to be. I don't know if it's a same-sex couple. I don't know if it's, a heterosexual couple. It could be both. Because this is a dear friend, and you're practicing compassion with this person. You have all of the things that you do. You pay attention to them. You know what's important to them. You are already demonstrating love. The warmth, the caring, the sweetness, the nurturing, it's all there. And clearly, receive with love and appreciation. Gifts are flowing. And while this seems like it's just one way, receive with love and appreciation. It feels very, very reciprocal. Very reciprocal. And don't be afraid. With all of the love and the sweet feelings that are here in this relationship already, having a quiet conversation to see if you're ready, maybe thought about possibly taking it to the next level would be something to do. Practicing compassion would come in the way that you bring it up, because you know this person. You've experienced love with this person already. So you understand how they like to hear things. They understand how you like to hear things. Chances are you're already feeling the same, both of you. So at this point, maybe take a small gift when you're having this conversation. Or maybe it's the gift of, love, and actually having them, receive your love fully. Because this is how I feel for this reading. It feels really like, should I take the next step? Should we try to make it something better? Something more? This is what I get. It's like this anticipation, this sweetness, this fluttering feeling. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you leave me some comments below. Let me know what you think of this new deck and how it feels. I'd love to hear it. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.